I had a dream, which was not all a dream. The bright sun was extinguished, and the stars did wander darkling in eternal space, rayless and pathless, and the icy earth swung blind and blackening in the moonless air. Morn came and went and came and brought no day. And men forgot their passions in the dread of their desolation. And all hearts were chilled into selfish prayer for light.
A long, long time ago, long before some of you were a twinkle in your mother's eye.
A long, long time ago? Cut to the chase, Pops. We ain't got all day.
Yeah, the sun's coming up, and I gotta get my plot done beforehand.
And the baby's crying. She needs milk, and I don't know if I got it in me.
And I can't help you this time. I'm all dried up.
So, if you're gonna tell a story, then don't delay.
All right. So, when I was your age, I didn't wait like you did. With bated breath this way, I sat and basked all day. I thought little of my life, actually. And sometimes I leaned back, and there were floods of memories, and children playing, and I lived in the light and the shadows.
What is shadow?
Baby spends so much time in the dark, we ain't even taught her the word for shadow.
Shame. Shadow is where light meets darkness and creates a reflection. It's one of the ways we know we're here.
Well, then, I guess we're not here.
With that attitude, we're not. Go on, Pops.
Thank you. When I was your age, I didn't think about the ends of things. I only thought in new beginnings. And I dreamed of all the places I would go and all the experiences I would have. I imagined and was flooded with all sorts of conflicting emotions. Sometimes the expanse of the universe was so overwhelming that I couldn't breathe. And sometimes I get so merged with the little things that I couldn't leave my own dwelling. It was always something and also never enough. When my June passed on, I remember thinking that there couldn't be a worse pain than that.
June was one of a kind.
But now I sit here with you all at what looks like the end of days. A time we feared we would see, but we told ourselves, no, we promised ourselves would never come. And being here now, it's like there's no tomorrow. Like we're literally reaching the beginning of the end.
Pops, I'm tired, and we're near daybreak. Tell me you've got something real for me this Sunday morning?
I do. The Anthracite.
That wasn't what I was going to say. The hope I have is more of the biblical sense.
The Anthracite, Doc? Be real. There's no fantasy island on another planet. You're whacked.
And now we're getting off topic.
The Anthracite is an old wives' tale, Doc. No one's proven that it exists. Every expedition that's tried
Hasn't made it back.
Honestly, Pops, I thought you brought us here for some hope.
The Anthracite absolutely exists. And if you found a civilization warm enough to exist in, and the more you downplay it, the more I'm convinced it's the answer. Did you know that it was popularly believed
That the Earth was flat? Yeah, Doc, we're aware. But the difference between then and now is that we don't have the leisure time to get this wrong. The sun comes out for less and less. Its light is weaker.
And so are we. We can't subsist on fairy tales. And it's getting more and more dangerous out here. I don't claim to have all the answers. But what we risk by staying here, as the sun wanes day after day, is far worse than you can imagine. And swifter too. If not for yourselves, do it for the children.
You're asking us to make moves based on a fictional place none of us has seen. We are doing it for the children, making this work now, planting our gardens, grazing, learning to live off the wild harvest. You're asking too much. We ain't got it.
What if Doc is right? I mean, what if the Anthracite exists? What then? Are we being foolish staying here? And even if he's wrong, shit, he might be wrong, but even if he is, what do we stand to lose?
Must be nice to be young and dumb. I don't know about you. I have already lost all that I want to the Anthracite. I can't do it. A brother, a son, countless friends. I came this morning to prayer for collective energy, not to be lectured to. I've got chores.
I sat, fearing everything I knew would fade into oblivion. And I wondered what I knew. I wondered if it were all red, or all crimson, or all yellow. I think there's a song that goes like that. And I wondered if I'd ever smell you. I mean, like, I know that sounds weird, maybe, but I wondered if I ever smell you, like I did when it was early and you were just waking and I was just waking, and it was almost morning for both of us. And I used to wait for this to rise, but now I don't know how to mark time. I don't know when and where or how, but I do know why. It was you. It was always you. And the sun may not rise, because suns sometimes don't, but I will. I will rise for and with you. I will make the morning in my eyes for you. I will worship something you have rarely seen, and I will believe. For both of us. I have got to believe for us both.
I used to like the night. I mean, don't laugh, but I used to do my best walking, my best thinking at night.
You used to do your best binging at night.
Don't do all that, Danny. I remember when nighttime felt like a privilege. Like we got through the whole damn day and it was our prize for all that work, you know? Now it's nighttime all the time, damn near. And I'm not sure anymore. Where's the privilege now?
The privilege is this. It's us. It's baby.
You gotta give her a name.
She's got a name. It's baby.
You can't name her baby. It doesn't make any sense.
What makes any sense? Baby is as good as a name as any.
You're afraid. You don't think.
You don't know what I feel, okay? I don't have time to discuss this. Try it.
I wouldn't. That's not me.
Wouldn't it be the first time someone's laid their hands on me?
Not me.
Not yet.
It's got a screen?
Yeah, the screen, but it also doesn't have to have a screen. Like, it could just be projected onto a wall or in the air.
In the air?
It's... Well, you played a game before, right?
Yeah, like hide and go seek.
Sure, when you were 5.
I heard that. Standing right here.
This is just... It's hard. It's like you don't have a frame of reference for it, because you've never seen it.
There were no frame of references for Mars until someone made one. So I grew up kind of isolated, and there are lots of things I'm learning. There are names for appliances that I don't know. And we had a junkyard around the corner from us. Chances are, these video game consoleers were in some heap, and I didn't even know what I was looking at. Come to think of it, I do remember this purple and grayish situation that was large and had buttons.
I mean, a couple of consoles did look like that. Those are very old models. Would have been worth a fortune. I used to sit in front of my screen all day and all night. I don't know how I got any schoolwork done. It was more than a pastime and less than an activity. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a way of life. I was a gamer through and through, and I smoked some of the top competitors in Wars of the Galaxy 5, 6, and 7.
I think I should be impressed by that. What wouldn't you eat?
What?
Like if you were starving to death, what wouldn't you eat? Would you not eat, say, your dog or like, I don't know, your baby sister?
This took a turn. A dark turn.
I know, and I know that's maybe a bit much, but I just think about that sometimes. Like, should we be precious about certain things? What's the point of safeguarding ourselves from the inevitable? I think food is food, right?
I think we better get you inside before you do something rash.
Oh, look at you, you're worried.
No, I'm not.
Wow, you are worried. You're worried. I'm gonna fry you up and eat you.
What was that?
Nothing. It wasn't nothing.
Wasn't it though?
No.
You sure?
Please, I don't know what you're talking about. It was only something if you... You know what? Forget it. It's cold, and I ain't playing with you.
See? I won't bite. I mean, unless they're into that sort of thing.
You damn ox. You dumb clumsy.
I wasn't. It was an accident.
You was an accident.
Okay. I see you with the second grade comebacks, Danny.
I'm just... whatever. You better get tomorrow's pool then.
I got you. She looks done. I can hold her.
I don't wanna.
Okay, bratty girl.
I'm not brat.
You know who says they're not brats?
Who?
Brats.
Not laugh, not funny.
Baby girl, you is funny. You can cry about it, or you can just accept it.
Whatever.
Where'd she get this mouth?
You.
Now that's funny.
You know what? To fluff on both of y'all. She need a nap, and you need to wipe that I'm floating in the air smile off of your face. Tie yourself down somewhere, balloon head.
What wouldn't I eat? I mean, you gotta eat. Am I right? Sometimes people don't want to think about these things. What does it mean to do what it takes to survive? But I do. I think we gotta think about it all. Will God pardon us for the things that we do in the dark?
Hey, little guys. Y'all don't know how happy I am to see you. Time was once when everything grew. Not just crab, grass, and weeds, but stalks of corn rising up to the sun. Ooh, I miss corn. And apples and things. I can't even remember their names no more. But there was something pink and juicy, and the juices would run down my chin, get my fingers all sticky. What was the name? It was round and pink. Oh, peach! Wow. I almost forgot. But it's perfect because the name's right in there. I'm gonna call this my peach patch. You hear that? I want your little green shoots to be fertile and strong, like a peach pit. And I know y'all got all kinds of things you up against, but you grow anyways, you hear?
Still at it, Rain Dancer?
Hey, don't mock me. There are forces we don't understand. There's an order to the universe, a way of things.
Your order to the universe? It's bull. No one's coming to save us. It's like I'm the only one with any sense around here.
Well, what is sense? Is it seeing the worst in everyone and everything? Is it mocking people who are making some kind of treatment for themselves? A salve? Well, maybe you're right. Maybe it's inevitable. We'll all be burnt to a crisp or freeze to death or worse. But I'm not willing to sit around until that moment. I'm going to do my silly little dances and praise and sing because I can do those things. What can you do?
I'm not alone in this. But I was convinced that things would be different. And that when I reached this age, the tender age of 17, that I would feel and experience magical things. But I don't. Sometimes the nights get so that I wonder if we'll wake at all. And I don't like to think that way. But sometimes I wish to not wake. And that is heavy, Anna.
I know. And that is exactly why I dance and plant when I can, and stare into my own reflection during the tiny fractions of daylight, and try to memorize every outline, every crease. I try to freeze frame it because I know that I might not get it back.
Freeze frame. Yeah. I guess being able to stop it all, the whole damn thing, that would be amazing, you know?
Get up.
What?
I'll show you the dance.
I don't think that's such a good idea. I have 2 left feet.
Okay, I don't care, and neither do the spirits.
I'm gonna look silly.
So what? It's just you and me here. I won't tell. Okay, now get up. You're wasting time, and I want to show you all that I know.
The sun has shifted to the west by 13,000 meters. By this time, the next quarter, it will be far too close. Too close. It can't be, can it? How could its orbit have changed so rapidly? To reverse the effects, we would have to somehow change the tides. But the atmosphere is already as thin as baby skin as it is. What could reverse the tides?
Oh, here, I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean anything.
Then don't go sneaking up on people when they're working. What are you doing way out here anyway? You've got morning prayers.
Oh, I'm gonna skip them. It's too much doom and gloom for me. I mean, I want to be a little hopeful even when it seems beyond reason, you know? What are you doing up here?
I'm working, obviously.
Can I look?
That's probably not a good idea.
It's probably not. But can I look anyways?
Fine, but then you have to go. You're not afraid, Estrellita?
One time, my brother, he fell and hit his head on a rock, and I literally saw inside his skull. And I didn't flinch. Even with all the blood, I just stood there and watched. It didn't faze me.
You're a peculiar person, aren't you?
I guess I am. I want to be a scientist just like you, and I don't know, discover things, fix people, make things a bit better, maybe.
It was a long time ago that I believed I could do anything for anyone.
What changed?
Estrellita, everything. Things so tall and unimaginable, and things so tiny that I couldn't even describe them. But each thing strung onto the next thing like Christmas tree lights, and I couldn't find my way forward. I stopped practicing formally, and now I just mutter about to myself, and I obsess about the rotation of the earth around the sun, which of course isn't even my field. I used to want to heal. Small kids, broken bones, seizures, hell, even stitches and ouchie boo-boos. But who heals me? When do I get fixed?
I look to the universe for that. Well, and to Goddess, of course.
Goddess? Yeah, she's a wonder, and I think I may have run out of her good favor.
You're the doom and gloom I'm talking about. I thought you believed in the anthracite, no?
I don't know what to believe in anymore. What I thought I knew feels hollow. Sometimes it feels like I'm that hollow unknowing.
You talk in riddles, but I think it's endearing. Want to know a secret?
I guess so.
I think I believe in the anthracite too.
Really?
Well, my mama, before she died, right before she died, she made me promise that I'd try to find it.
Oh. Luna was very insightful that way, wasn't she?
Yeah. I think she had always had a sense that there was something more to the universe. She didn't say too much about it, but she leaned into all kinds of spiritual texts and shamas and things, but I think... I've said too much.
No, go on.
I think that she saw it, like she was transported, like by a vision or something. That's what I think anyways.
I don't doubt it.
I'm just spouting nonsense, not science.
Somebody thought once
that the world was flat. I know, but you can't just make up any old thing, Doc. It's like there's got to be something to hold on to, something concrete.
I don't know that there is. I think there are rules, and then we keep finding ways to break them. Disprove them, hell, to recreate the very parchment they were written upon. It's time to go now.
You're probably right. Until tomorrow, Doc.
Until tomorrow, Estrella. What does it feel like to be that hopeful amidst all of this literal and figurative darkness? This young woman has every reason to want to throw it all in, and yet her curiosity grows. If she can find the thread, the seed of faith, why can't I?
There have been many trials along the road, many religious battles, moments of getting lost in the wilderness, so to speak. The act of getting lost is actually central to our theme this glorious morning. Transformation. Every gay religious figure, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad,
Brianna.
We trying to have a moment, dumbass.
I know. It was just a wee bit of humor. I just think we gotta keep it light sometimes.
We get precious little time together as it is. And I've been thinking, some of y'all don't take this time serious. Pops, isn't there also spiritual precedent that the elements listened and responded to worship? Focused, thoughtful worship. I ain't playing at the morning praise, and I suggest y'all don't neither.
Man, Bree, he was just having a little fun.
Brianna's right. If we want to have fun, we should do it on our own time. Our village needs all the help it can get.
As I was saying, each spiritual leader has had to cross through the fire at one time or another. And in the fire there's always been a transformation. And as the sun's rays fade, we have to ask ourselves what this transformation is for our community. Anna has a reading for us today. Anna?
Actually, Pops, I'm going off script. I want to say something, and I think everyone needs to hear it. This transformation that Pops is talking about, it's not about the external things. We have so little control. The light grows weaker, yes. Our village is dwindling, and we are grumbling at one another and on the verge of forgetting why we came together in the first place, why we traveled from our corner of the earth to gather here. I invite you to close your eyes and remember, it's very easy to forget. We block out painful things to cope. So please, for a moment, remember the earthquake that took your home, or the volcano that buried your school, or the ash that enveloped your family. Bring it into your mind for just a moment. And now, imagine that you can just send that painful memory away, like you could just put it in a bottle and send it down river, and it would float out into the sea. We have got to remember, and we have got to let go. Both are necessary.
This isn't enough.
Estrella, calm down, please.
You know what? I can't with y'all. Nobody has any respect here.
You're all just so complacent. You're just gonna sit by and wait? What are we sitting here praying for exactly? We need to do something.
Tell him.
Cymbeline.
I wanna believe that prayer and ritual are enough, but I don't. I think we should plan an expedition.
With what provisions? You're so quick to forget how this works. Those expeditions took months to prepare. Planning, food, oxygen tanks, you name it. They raised money. It wasn't on a whim.
We've sent many such voyages out, as you know.
Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but in my bones, I know that they're out there.
Well, why haven't we heard anything then?
I don't know. I don't think that they found a way to communicate with us, but I have to believe that they made it. My sister was on the last one, and I know she's alive. We're twins. She comes to me in my dreams, and she's told me she's fine.
Well, you're not thinking straight. Please, you have to be reasonable.
No, I'm done being reasonable. I want to take a chance with this one precious life I have, and maybe it'll end, and we'll burn up as soon as we leave the Earth's atmosphere. But that would be better than the alternative.
What are we doing here? Waiting like this? This feels like a slow and painful...
Hey! We going out anyways. I guess we all gonna pick our poison. I'm not leaving. My family not leaving. So, if you don't mind, you interrupting the service. And the service is for the practitioners of the village, not wayward, vagabond, intergalactic wannabes.
Bree, were you always this mean?
Were you always this naive?
You make it hard to be here. Harder than it already is.
I just say things as they are. You want to live in Never Never Land? Be my guest.
I don't, actually.
I want to be about something, risk some things. You talking about your little stupid plot? You grown anything, Bree? The overlight's been run out, and you don't have the bulbs to replace them.
You don't know what you talking about. I got a crop of sweet potatoes coming in as we speak.
You do not. Those little nothing shoots, they're not gonna make it, and you know it. We can't keep lying to ourselves, cause this is not getting any better. And y'all know, it's just me and Stella are willing to say it.
I'd be willing to lead the expedition, and I've been stockpiling some of the necessary things. It would be barely enough, but we'd make do.
See? So if you're on board with making a step into the future, into the light, stand up. Stand with us, because this, the village, is an illusion. I'm sorry, Pops. We can't pray this away. Not anymore.
I think we should maybe cut prayer short today, Pops.
The transformation will happen regardless. Here at the Anthracite, heaven help them if that is what they desire. And those of us who are willing to walk through the fire, we will then be healed.
Ooh, y'all wore me out.
I seen you, Wale. You was cutting up.
Oh, that's how you gonna do me? Next time you can't hide behind that drum, miss.
Oh, don't worry about me. I can hold my own, right, sis?
She aight.
Bloop.
Cold, sis. Ice cold.
Nah. She good. She got moves and shit.
More.
Girl, you don't ever get tired, and don't say nothing fresh.
Nothing fresh.
Take your child.
Oh, see how she do me? When she bad, she's my child.
Yo. Is that rain?
Oh no.
Get the baby inside now. You can't stay out here.
I gotta protect the plot. They growing. You don't know how long this took. My patch. You didn't see it. Finally. They was growing, Danny. They was growing.
Pick a hand.
We've got very little time, Estrella. I don't have time for childish games.
Why do they have to be childish?
I am older than you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be some kind of an authority figure here. You know, someone you can lean on, look up to.
You are, and I do.
You can't give me presents. You can't give me things. Do you understand?
I don't think so.
We have to maintain a more professional relationship here. I just want to make sure we're being appropriate, you know? It's important for me to be dealing with you in a certain kind of way. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense. Sorry. I'll give these to someone else.
I think that would be just fine. Let's look at the list, shall we? Where are we at with provisions?
He smells.
Shh. He can hear you.
Can he? I don't know if I want to do this, actually.
But it was your idea.
I know. I can change my mind. People do that.
Okay, what prompted this?
I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. I mean, he's just gonna decay anyway, and us sparing him now? I don't know.
You gave this speech, dude, about how much the creatures of the water are kings and that he deserved better, how they're majestic, you know, and I bought it. I bought the speech.
It was a good speech. I mean, but what happens in nature? Do they get buried? Like, in the ground? I don't think so.
I guess not.
I don't know normal, you know?
Yeah. I do know. He is smelly. And heavy.
Yeah. He's also kind of wonderful, though.
Majestic, even.
I think we should put him back in the ocean.
You're kidding me, right?
No. I think that's what he'd want, you know? Not to be on land like this. That's terrible. That's like the opposite of what he needs.
Well, I am not pulling this big guy alone. You better call in troops on this one, buddy.
Okay. We'll call for backup. Breaker 19, we need a team to help us with a mammoth assignment. Over.
Copy that, Breaker 19. Backup is on its way. Over and out. Better get inside. It was a storm the other day and my sisters got caught in it.
No.
Yeah, Danny said they weren't out that long, but Brianna's been in bed for a couple of days now.
She'll be fine. She'll bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Sorry, big guy. We're gonna have to leave you here. You understand, right?
You are majestic. You really are. Hey, wait up!
Junior?
Oh, Pops, I didn't hear you come up.
Still so jumpy.
There's so much to do, so much to consider. I'm certain in one moment, and then it slips through my hands. The whole thing.
It seems like ages ago that you arrived, and it's only been mere months. Here. I figured you must have forgotten to eat. Slowly. Slowly. No one's gonna take it from you.
How do you do it?
How do I do what?
How do you continue to inspire people when you know
What do I know?
every day the sun's light grows dimmer, every day a little colder, every day some new onslaught. Mother Nature's taking a wrecking ball to life on this planet, and we're next.
Junior.
Stop calling me that. My dad called me that.
Rest his soul. You're a junior. Your dad, Daniel Sr., he was gentle and wild. He went through this life far too fast. But I know this about him. He didn't spend too much time anxious about what was next. Remember when he taught you to ride that horse?
Rainbow? Yeah, that I had to feel Rainbow's energy, that we needed to be one.
Maybe it's like that. Maybe we just listen. Maybe we just make some time for devotion and prayer. We don't talk so much, impose so much. Can we do that?
But
no. Can we do that?
Bree, you gotta hold on for me, baby. You're gonna be okay. You hear me? Doc is coming. He's on his way.
I don't need him.
The doctor is gonna know how to help you.
Nobody can help me now. Gotta let me go.
You can't give up. You're strong, Bree.
I don't want to do it no more. I don't gotta do it no more.
Stop all that talk. You're not going anywhere. We are not done here. We not done fighting. and getting on each other's nerves? Who gonna put Big Mike in his place?
I really do need to be put in my place, Bree. You're the glue.
She don't look good. Where the hell is Doc?
He don't really practice like that, you know? He and Estrella planning on an expedition or
That's
whatever.
utter bull. There's gotta be something or somebody that can help her.
How long was y'all out there?
Long enough. And she's been exposed one too many times. I've seen this before. Her blood is infected. There's a remedy, but I don't even know if the plant that it's made out of grows anymore.
Yeah. And if we could get it in time. If we did know.
Bree been so strong for everybody else, trying to keep us together, keep us here. Hey, you stay here. I'll get her.
I seen it!
What? What you seen?
Oh, I seen it. It's glorious. Just like they had said. It's waterfalls and green everywhere. And fruit trees and palm trees and peaches. Oh, the biggest peaches you ever seen. Ripe and full of juice. I mean, they had everything we was missing here. Cornstalks swaying in the breeze and the sun. Oh, its rays were strong and warm and caressing everybody. And the people? Oh, the people are long and lanky in every color and wild and running, just running in those waters. They running everywhere. And the homes, they have these like tin roofs. And they collect the rainwaters and use the sun for energies, and there's the most beautiful morning prayers. They singing all the hymns and throwing down with djembes. It's a party and celebration, but also so sacred. I seen it.
Okay, sis. Okay. You could rest now.
I seen the anthracite. It exists. I promise. And you gotta promise me you gonna go. You go with Doc and Estrella. All of you. You go. You keep going. And don't never look back.
Okay, Bree. We gonna go. All of us. I don't know if she should see her like this.
I know, but she insisted.
She says she's seen the anthracite and that we gotta go there.
Well, then we better go.